There we go.
Ah, that's a lot better.
There we go.
Much better, much better. Okay, cool. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, sorry about that. Usually the 4G works better, but anyway, it looks like the Wi-Fi is on point there now. So,
Yeah, so I think this cold front that's coming through is affecting the signal, but yeah, hopefully this is a bit better.
okay, yeah, the audio is much better. So let me just quickly show you then. There you go. I've got a bit of a braai going here, mate. Got some, I don't know what they call this. It's like flank and cut ribs of pork. And so we got some of that here. Got some set mushrooms. I've got some carrots going here. Got 3 different types of boerewors. Cheese ones, garlic ones, and normal ones. And some other veggies here. And then I'm going to put on a bit of steak a bit later. And then I've got some pork ribs and also a chicken flatty.
Oh wow, that sounds really impressive.
So yeah, we've been working with the Savannah, a company in London here that supply a lot of South African ingredients. I think they supply your wine now as well. And
yeah, that's correct.
And so KWV wines, I've got the Pinotage here, but perhaps tell us a little bit about KWV wines and where you are and what you're about, mate.
Yeah, so KWV was established in 1918, so we're more than 100 years old.
Okay.
So we've been playing an integral part of the South African wine industry since then. We actually ended up being the main regulatory body for the industry back in the day, which means that people in South Africa couldn't get hold of our wines, but we exported to Ghana, and that was changed when KWV became a private company. And now people in South Africa can thoroughly enjoy KWV as well as everyone in the world. So we've had quite an established presence in Europe for a long time. And a lot of people have known our brands and know our wines. But we've really, over the last couple of years, have changed a lot of the philosophy of winemaking at KWV to focus on bringing the best wines, sourcing the best grapes, treating them, giving them some extra special care in the winery, and then making sure that the wines going out are the best that South Africa can produce.
Okay, very nice, very interesting. And where are you based then? Which part of South Africa are you in?
So we're in a beautiful town called Paarl. Is basically where the winery is situated, and it's basically about, for those who are familiar with Cape Town, it's about an hour, 40 minutes sort of northeast from Cape Town. So in the heart of the Cape Winelands. But we get vineyards from all over the Western Cape. So pretty much down from the southern tip of Africa, from Magallus, around about there, up on the west coast where you have the cold ocean influence producing some great Sauvignon Blanc. And then our red grapes are pretty much from the Northern areas, Stellenbosch, Wellington. So we're in quite a privileged position to basically cherry pick from the best growing areas to make sure we source the best fruit for our wines.
Okay, wow. And then, so we've had the Pinotage paired with our boerewors here. So, tell us a little bit about your Pinotage and what does it is it right to have it with boerewors?
Yeah, well, boerewors and Pinotage are quite uniquely South African.
Okay.
I mean, so already they match purely because of their heritage, but the wine itself, Pinotage, is for those of our listeners that don't really know, it's a cross between Cinsault, otherwise known as Hermitage, and Pinot Noir, and that crossing was done with by Abraham Perels, who was a former chief winemaker at KWV. So KWV and Pinotage are very closely associated, and so we have a very Pinotage is a variety that's very close to our heart. in the KWV. And so we put a lot of effort into making some really good pinotage.
Okay, and the one that we've got here celebrating 100 years, it's flavors and hints of dark chocolate. It's actually really quite delicious, mate. What's its closest sort of friend that we'd know over here? Perhaps is it sort of more down the Malbec end, or?
Yeah, it's got that sort of very fruit-driven profile that you would find in Malbec, maybe a Petit Verdot. But it's if you look at the appearance of Pinotage, Cinsault and Pinot Noir, it's got that sort of wild berry, cranberry fruit. When it's picked a little bit riper, it comes across quite plummy. It's got quite a sort of a nice chewy tannin, which keeps the wine sort of grippy and on the palate, and makes it perfect for going with the braai. So those dry tannins sort of match really well with the fattiness that you come through with boerewors, and specifically those flavored boerewors that you've got from Savannah there. The mouthfeel and the fruits of the pinotage should pair really nice with that cheese boerewors that you've got.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, I might have a little slice of the cheese boerewors then and see how it goes.
So I'm also just going to step outside in this UK weather that's affecting us and give my lamb rib a bit of a turn on the cold.
Ooh. So what have you got going there?
So we in Paul we actually really privileged to have a really good local butcher, and his speciality is a lamb rib. So I've put one of those in the fire, and unfortunately with the fact that it's winter here and the sun had set quite a while ago, I needed something that's relatively easy to cook, and it's sizzling away on the fire there.
Nice. So obviously you're very familiar with the braai. Then for yourself, when you're cooking a braai, what would be your choice of ingredients and cook-ups on the grill there? A chicken flatty or the boerewors, or give us some hints and tips on what you do for your braai, mate.
Well, depending on where you are in South Africa, they say chicken is for the vegetarian. But I'm quite partial to chicken flatty on the braai. It's especially like for an afternoon braai, sort of a nice very chicken sauce on the braai. It's really good. But I'm quite partial to a good run steak. Hot cold, simple salt and pepper. Oh, wow! That's a really nice piece of meat there.
That's a good 1 kilogram bit of rump there from Savannah as part of their braai box. So, okay, so a nice rump steak. Would you have the pinotage with the rump steak, or is there another KWV wine you'd enjoy?
I think the pinotage is a great wine to have while you're buying. While you're cooking at boerewors, you can take a little bit of a cut, being as tax for the hard work of wine and tea, that's great. And then having the pinotage is perfect. But when you're sitting with a good piece of rump like you have there, then I'd basically crack open a bottle of Cabernet to go with that.
Okay. I think that's the one Jack's got. He was saying. So
Jack's going to try and join us as well, hey?
Yeah. Have you seen him in there at all, or is he?
No, not yet.
Okay, he might have. He might have wandered off, or sometimes we have trouble connecting 3 people. But yeah, okay. Hey, Jack, if you're watching. So, all right. So, and then with the chicken, you do white wines as well. Then, what would you have with a chicken flatty, a typical chicken flatty down there? What would be a good pairing?
Well, depending on how the chicken patty is spiced. I mean, I'm quite partial to as I said, peri peri, and with that sort of spiciness, then I kind of like to have a bit more of a full buttery sort of white wine, and
Okay.
then I think Chardonnay is the one to go for. It's with the bit of that oak maturation, the fact that it's spent time on the yeast beans means that it's got a bit of body and palate weight and a bit of creaminess. That's sort of just change that spiciness that comes with peri peri. But I
Okay.
mean, people also love lemon and herb sort of with flavoring on their chicken, and then I think Sauvignon Blanc would be a better match.
Okay.
Both
Okay.
of
So
which are available in the KWV Classic range. Yeah.
okay. Okay. So yeah, I think we had two chicken flatties here. One was more sort of a peri peri type flatty, so that would probably go better than with the Chardonnay. Do you think to the with the spice? And
Yeah,
then
I agree.
there was more. I think they called it an African barbecue style. So it was more. I think it was a little bit less on the chili front, on the spicy front, and that would probably be better off for the Sauvignon Blanc. Then is that?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And then for yourself, then, how long have you been with KWV Wines? And as the chief winemaker, what's how would you describe your role to everybody out there watching? And what do you get to do on a day-to-day basis, like, i.e., drink wine?
Well, I joined the KWV just over a year ago. So
Yeah.
and yeah, the wine industry with the situation around the world has been quite challenging. So my day to day has been never been a dull moment in in a bit that I've been at KWV. Um, but the main focus is obviously basically making sure that we produce good wine. So it involves a lot of tasting, a lot of time in the vineyard. And it's very cyclical. I mean, we're coming out of winter now, so our vineyards have been dormant over winter and are starting to bud. So at this point in time, we're working quite closely with the viticultural team, starting
Okay.
to get the pruning plans in place, so that as the vineyard starts waking up from winter, that they in the perfect, they've already been pruned and to make sure that when they do start budding, that they are trained correctly to give the right fruit profile and everything that we're looking for. And then we start harvesting in about early January with our sparkling wines. So yeah, the end of the year is not too far away. So soon we'll be having harvesting in early 2022. 22, sorry,
Okay.
getting away with myself. And I mean that's kind of when all the action happens. It's about 3 months of harvest,
Yeah.
and that's basically in the vineyards, tasting the grapes, trying to make the right picking decisions, making sure the grapes are the optimum ripeness coming in. And then after harvest, it's more about nurturing the wines, taking the previous year's wine out of barrel and out of maturation, and making sure getting them ready for bottom. So it's never really a routine day to day. Um, we work with the seasons. Every year is different. I mean, I'm sure you guys are familiar with the challenges we had in South Africa with a drought a few years ago. But
Okay.
we've really had a very good winter. I think we're coming out of. I think after this sort of storm that's passed, we'll have almost 100%, all our dams being 100%. So we're really looking forward to this coming 2022 vintage. We've had a really good winter rains. So you're
Okay.
dealing with the challenges of winter and the challenges of the consumer enjoying your wine. So yeah, it's an exciting job. I thoroughly enjoy it. It keeps me on my toes.
Fantastic, fantastic, mate. Well, I can see now your pinotage is lovely and it's working really well with the ball wars as I'm having a little snack as we chat here along, mate. Yeah, it's delicious, mate. Very smooth.
Mm.
very enjoyable. It'll go down really well tonight, I'd say. Is there anything you'd like to add to the UK consumer about South African wines? Is there anything in particular that KWV do, or you'd like to tell us about for the UK audience?
Well, before I get into that, I must admit I'm actually quite jealous of your setup there for BRAAI. It's I think you make any South African jealous with the tools and the apparatus you have there. I'm actually I think I'm going to steal some ideas and implement them in my BRAAI room at home.
Okay. Well, if you're looking for a wonderful grill, this is the Artaflame Euro 40, and if you go to the Sizzle and Flame Fire page or to my page, there'll be a link, and you'll get through, and you'll see the whole range of the Artaflame devices, mate. They're functional and stylish. How's that?
Yeah.
They're a beautiful machine, and I think they're very social. So you can cook on different. It originated from a Dutch guy, so a very sort of bit of common heritage there, if you like. And yeah, it's very social. So you can cook on different parts of the grill. So you can have different people cooking around the edges, and share the grill, share the love. You can have your veggies over one side, you can have your rump steak over the other side. Your boer wars here. I've got carrots. I've got seps, mushrooms. It's a really good fun grill, and it's very visual. Everybody can see what's going on. And the fire's a bit low at the moment, but you usually get a bit of flames come out, and you can turn it into a fire bowl at the end of the evening. So fire pit, just take it off and put a few more logs in. I think I might. Where's my unit here? I might put another log in there at the moment to sort of heat it up. And thank you. Yeah, it's a good fun grill. But check it out. Here we go. We'll put another couple of logs in there.
As long as there's only one BRAAI master, though, hey? And there's only one tongs master in control of everything.
Very true. Very true. Yes. Well, you can actually share it on this device. That's the thing. You can actually share it. You can actually have multiple people cooking, but whether you want to do that or not, the rules are the rules. Okay.
So getting back to your question, I think with KWV, what does set us apart from everyone else and coming out of South Africa, and what makes us special is the fact that we've been an integral part of the South African wine industry. Our history is very closely linked to the South African industry in general. We've garnished numerous awards over the years. So one of the highlights for us last year was that we were the most successful wine producer at South Africa's National Wine Show, and walked away with the best wine at show. So
wow.
We have a really great track record of producing some really wonderful wines, and we satisfy pretty much all tastes and price points. So the KWB range that you have with you today, and it's available at Savannah, retails for about £9, and I think really good value, really accessible wines. But then at the top end, we've got some really very special wines. One of them that plays tribute to the founder of Pinotage, as we were talking about earlier, Perrault, and that's also available in the UK. So it's a wonderful journey to actually go into the KWV portfolio. I challenge the UK wine drinker to actually do that. Start with classic, and look out for Cathedral Cellar. Look out for Mentors, which is a range that we've very much focused on experimentation. Little parcels, certain vineyards, tricks in the winery that we do, and then obviously the top range, which is the Perrault, which is a single wine that's quite an iconic producer paying homage to an iconic man who founded Pinotage.
Ah, so what was the name of the iconic gentleman again that founded
Perrault.
Pinotage?
So the one is Perrault, which is his surname, and he was Abraham Isaac Perrault, and he was a professor actually at a researcher at the university, and ended up becoming the chief winemaker at KWV, and a lot of world innovations actually come out of his thinking, and yeah, very much a legend within the South African industry.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Well, very proud to have had you on the show, mate, and to hear about your the history of KWV wines, and in particular the fantastic history of the South African wine as well. It sounds like I didn't realise Pinotage was a South African blend or a South African grape.
Yeah, it's very much a South African cultivar, and that now the rest of the world is actually starting to grow. I mean, there's some really good Pinotages coming out of Sonoma and Napa in California, and there's some New Zealanders that are planting Pinotage as well. So they're trying to steal our thunder like they tried with the Rugby World Cup. That's they can try.
No worries, no worries. All right, well, I think on that note, I'm going to continue to enjoy your Pinotage, mate. This is really, really a lovely drop, and everybody watching, I thoroughly recommend the KWV Pinotage here. It's going to go really well with these Boerewors now that we've got cooking up here. And yeah, thank you very much, Justin, for joining us, and we'll post this up, and we'll hopefully we see more of you in the UK and see more of your wines in the UK, mate. And congratulations on all of the awards.
Yeah, I'm sure we're catching up online, but it would be really great to come and braai with you there in the UK. So hopefully the world returns to some sort of normality in the future, and I can be over there and turn a couple of Boerewors on the fancy grid of yours.
No worries, no worries. There's a little spot here reserved just for you, okay? How's that?
I'll bring my phones.
No worries at all. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Justin. Much appreciated for you taking your time out to have a chat to us. And yeah, we'll catch you soon, okay?
Great.
And just quickly on the Instagram thing, hit the cross in the corner and save it to your page, and I'll download it and upload it to my page, okay? So make sure you save it to the KVW Wines page, put some text in there and everything, and I'll upload it, okay?
Great.
All right.
Cool.
Thanks again, Justin. Have a great evening.
Cheers, everyone. Bye, Hilary.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye.
Hello, Daddy.
Switch.